Once in Vermillius Gap, you're going to be able to do special journey quests related to this location, and one of those quests is the Buried Treasure quest. It requires you to research and fabricate a handheld resource scanner and fabricate a static compactor. And afterwards, you got to locate and unbury a treasure on an open sand using a static compactor. So this has been giving people trouble, and I also had to experiment a little before I was able to do it, so I'm going to show you how I did it and hopefully help you that way. If I do help you, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. So first of all, you're going to have to go to Research tab and go to the Exploration portion of Research, and amongst the iron products, you're going to find the handheld resource scanner. Research that, and then in your base, you'll need some iron to create the handheld scanner and some EMF generators that can be found in those little caves. So go ahead and craft the resource scanner first. To get the static compactor, you're going to have to go and do quests for the main story of finding the Fremen. One of these trials is going to introduce you to the static compactor, and you will be able to research and craft it afterwards. The static compactor is in the Construction tab of the Research interface in the Iron Products. Now that you have both of those things in your inventory, you're ready to start exploring the open sand for buried treasure. Now the game says something like that the buried treasure is found in the wake of a sandstorm, so people are assuming that you need to wait for a sandstorm to happen, and then after it passes, you'll be able to find the buried treasures easier. But I've tried this and didn't have as much luck. I was just going out into the open desert and scanning things, and that's how I managed to find my first buried treasure. So you equip the handheld resource scanner and the static compactor and just go towards the edge of the open sand. The strategy here would be to go at night, then reach the edge of the open sand. Once you see this little part of the interface that says that you're making noise that's going to attract the worm, that's about where I would start scanning. And then just scan away in different directions, trying to see if there's going to be any buried treasure. The buried treasure is going to show up as an icon in the middle of the sand. When you do this during the day, you're going to overheat real quick, no matter how good your equipment is, so I really recommend you do this during night. As soon as you attract the attention of a worm, you need to run back towards the rocky part of the map where the worm won't chase you anymore. The next thing that crossed my mind was that you can actually equip a scanner onto your bike and scan the sands this way. You can cover a lot more distance this way and go deeper into the sand. And I wasn't really sure if it's going to work with the bike scanner as well, but it did. So once you find the treasure, you get off your bike in a safe spot and then run over the sand towards the treasure. Also, there's this pair of boots that I have called the soft step boots that reduce the worm threat by 45%. They're a unique drop, which I don't know really where I got it, but it was somewhere in the Vermillius Gap. That's going to help with reducing the worm's aggression. If you have a pair of those, make sure to equip them. And one more really important thing, do not have your shield on while on the open sand. I had my shield on in this video and the worm would aggro right away. The buried treasure is basically a random drop somewhere in the open sand, so it might show up for you in the exact spot as for me, but I highly doubt it. You'll just have to scan everything, and you don't have to find the buried treasure in the Vermillius Gap. You can go to later level regions as well and find it there. Once you loot the buried treasure, you're going to find some rare items inside, and that's going to be helpful for crafting later. So if you're looking for Opafire gem and spice residue, this is where you'll find it. And that's pretty much it. That's all there is to it. A little bit of luck and a little bit of preparation. If this video helped you, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and this is the Noob signing out.